Hi all, welcome to my channel again. So today in this session I'm going to discuss about the S3 programmatic access with AWS-CLI. In the part 1 I have already explained in the previous session. So in this session this will be the second part, which is a continuation of that session. Please go and watch that video before starting this. And So I have mentioned everything in this blog. If you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link, which I will be keeping in the description box. So let's start now. Here I'm explaining how to create a EC2 snapshot and integrating to S3. Okay. So now let's just create a S3 bucket and upload a file to it using the AWS management console. So navigate to the S3 page in the AWS console. Then in the bucket session, then you go to the create bucket. When you go to the bucket session, then you will get the option called create bucket. There you give the bucket name and the region in the so bucket will also have the region. When you are creating a bucket, you need to select the region which you want to create the bucket in. For example, here now in this case we have selected this US East one. In your case, you can select any other region that you want to create your bucket in. So these buckets will also have the region types. So hope you all know about the AWS region concept, which is again a separate topic. So we will not go there. Here we will just discuss about this bucket. Next we click on the AWS. So after that, selecting the region, we just click on this ACLs disabled. Depending on the options you choose, the object ownership can be selected. Then block all the public access. So for security purposes, you should block all the public access. And the bucket versioning, if you want to enable or disable that, you can choose. And the tags, if you have any, that also. This bucket versioning is again a different topic. So versioning means keeping the multiple variants of an object in the same bucket. So on this also you might get asked questions in the interview. So the bucket versioning is on the same object. It will keep creating the multiple variants of that object in the bucket, in the same bucket again. Then you can use versioning to preserve, retrieve, and restore every version of every object stored in your Amazon S3 bucket. With the versioning, you can easily remove from both unintended user actions and application failures. So it is same like Git. Git is also a versioning tool. Here, bucket versioning is there means um, it will retrieve or update a specific type part of versioning in your bucket. So of this object, so that will help you to avoid any avoid any failures or anything user actions that were happened by mistake and which resulted in the application failures. So that is avoid the bucket versioning. And tags, you can select if you want, otherwise go to the Amazon S3 managed, select this option and the bucket key enable. Then once you create, you will get a screen like this. They successfully created the bucket with the bucket name, and here you can see in which region you have created and the access type and the creation date and time, everything you can see here. The time is in UTC. Now upload a file to the S3 bucket. So you can just simply upload file here by clicking on this upload button. After after attaching that file to the bucket from your local system, so you will get a view like this. Whatever the files have uploaded, what is that PDF or anything, then the file is now uploaded to the S3 bucket. So this is the view after it got successfully uploaded into the system. Sorry, successfully uploaded into the bucket. So access the file from the EC2 instance using the AWS command line interface, which is a CLI, AWS CLI. Navigate to your CLI. In the previous session, I have explained you how to create and how to connect to this AWS CLI. So before watching this, please go and watch that video so that you will get the continuation without like any doubts. So after going to that, just give the AWS -FN version. It will give you which version you are in. Then configure this with IAM user having specific permission to have a connection between AWS CLI to the management console. Provide the necessary access key ID to build connection. So AWS configure when we give, then we can just provide the necessary access key ID to build the connection with the AWS IAM. So now you can view the S3 bucket list. So this is the S3 bucket list. After connecting to that, then you can just simply give AWS S3 ls to check what are all present inside that. Then you can copy these files from S3 to this from S3 to EC2 instance. Then so after copying, you can just simply give ls. Then you can see that file in your local system. When you give the cat, then you can see the information here. So that's how we can copy and maintain. Creating a EC2 snapshot and integrating to S3. So creating snapshot of the EC2 instance and use it to launch a new EC2 instance. First step is navigate to the snapshot section in the AWS console. Then select the instance and the instance ID and volumes are optional. Then just create the snapshot. Now after the snapshot got created, you can create an image from the snapshot. So when you click on that, you will get to see this image name and the description and the texture. Then all of this data, then just simply click on the create image. Then you will get navigate to the AMS session in EC2 dashboard and you can see the machine image. And then create an instance from that image. So you can create your own snapshot. Using that, you can just create a AMI and that AMI will create the instance. So after you launch that instance, so this is the instance image, you can see the instances are running now. Download a file from the S3 bucket using AWS CLI. So connect to that instance and then download using the AWS CLI. Just you go to give your AWS IAM access credentials to access this S3. Then verify the contents of the file are on the same, both are same or not. Then you can just copy like here. So these are the some important AWS S3 commands which will be useful. So this will list the commands this will list the contents of the AWS S3 in your account, then MD will give you the creates a new bucket. It creates a new bucket with the specified name. So RB, this command will delete the specified S3 bucket, and this will, so this is the bucket names. So this will uploads a file to an S3, and this will download the file from the S3. And next is this is to sync the contents of the local folder with the AWS S3 bucket, and this command will list the objects in the S3 bucket, and this will delete the object from the bucket, and this will generate the pre-signed URL for an S3 object, which can be used to grant temporary access to the object. And again, this is command retrieves a list of all S3 buckets in your AWS account using the S3 API. So these are some useful accounts. So please go through it, and thanks for watching until the end. If you want to check out this blog, you can check that from this link which I will be keeping in the description box. Thanks for watching.